going on, everybody, man? Mike Ratliff, man. As most of y'all already know, man, I've been sitting here stressing for the past couple weeks, man, about, this, that, and the third, about how, I haven't been working too much, man, and, bills are real tight, man, like real tight, man, and, for the past month and a half, I had got this, this vision in my head, and, everything was going to be, green grass, man, and pretty flowers, man, in my life, man. And of course I knew there was going to be obstacles coming my way. There's no way I could been knew there's going to be the kind of obstacles that I have, man. But it's so crazy the way things have happened, man. The way God has orchestrated everything in a way to teach me something I've been talking about for so long already. I've been talking about how, you got a glass of water, man, and the world teaches you to have, you look at your glass as half full instead of half empty, man, and you always got to want to put more in your glass. You always got to be reaching for something bigger. You always got to want more, this, that, and the third. And there's nothing wrong with setting goals and this, that, and the third. But, I've been sitting here and I've been putting something up on a pedestal, and I've been wanting this, right here, instead of being appreciative that I have water in my glass already, There's so many opportunities that I've missed in the past 4 weeks because I've just been upset, So many opportunities I've missed to be able to be a positive influence on somebody, to share some kind of message with somebody that is the real purpose of this world, man, because I've been upset, because I've been trying to figure out what it is I don't need to be worried about figuring out, because it is going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, when he went on that cross, he knew his entire life that he was going on that cross, man. He knew he was going to go on that cross, so there was no sense in him trying to figure out a better way to make things happen, a better way to, avoid it, a better way of, everybody that he met up with that was written in the Bible's life happened exactly how it happened, for him to be able to meet up with them and for them to be documented into that book, man. I mean, there was no changing any of that, man, because it had to go to pass, man. It had to come to pass, man. So that being said, my life is the same exact way. Everything's going to happen the way it's going to happen. But the thing is, I have to choose today to enjoy the water I have in my cup, man. I haven't been working, man, and I am struggling. We are struggling, but what is struggling, man? I mean, I'm blessed, though, man. I mean, I'm blessed. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I can see. I can hear. I can smell. I can, I got a beautiful baby. Joel Osteen talks about some really good stuff in his videos, man. And it's funny how God has led me up to what happened yesterday, man. And that's why I'm taking it. That's the only reason I'm taking it in the spirit that I'm taking it, man, because I feel like God, Apostle Paul said, I learned to be content in all things, at all times, man. Learned. Key word right there, he learned, man, to be content at all things, man. And God has been teaching me these last few weeks, man, that no matter what's going on, man, you got to, and it's, like the other day at church, I mean, it's been like for the past week, it has been one person after another coming at me with these different messages about contentment and appreciation and appreciating what we have when we have it, not looking at what we don't have and trying to figure out how to get it, man. At church the other day, Pastor Dollar was saying, he said, I dare you to, in the middle of something crazy, In the middle of something crazy, I want you to say, it's all right. Not, it's going to be all right. Not, he said to say, it is all right. And that is what God has been wanting me to learn to do, man. And at this time in my life, man, had I not been going through the growth that I've been going through this past week, if God had not lined it up the way he did for this test of my life, I would have lost it, man. I mean, not only did I not have a job, and Hayley was only working 3 days a week and all that. You know, we got a brand new baby, you know, and I've got 2 kids already, man. Plenty of responsibilities on the table. Not only did we have all of that, now Hayley was in a bad wreck yesterday, man. Totaled our car. Instead of me stressing about the car being totaled, I was able to keep both our spirits up because of the way God has lined up my last week, 2 weeks in this world, man. He's been teaching me these past 2 weeks to learn how to be content with what we have, man, instead of not being content, not appreciating what we got. I could easily be sitting here upset that we don't have a vehicle now. We have no way at all, period. Even if I did get a job right now, we have no way to get back and forth to work. If I got a job offer right now, I don't know how I would be able to get back and forth to the job, man. But Hayley's good. She's bruised up, banged up. She's good though. Our baby wasn't in the car. We're all still breathing. And that car isn't going to mean nothing to us where we're going. It's going to mean nothing to us. So I don't care about that car. There's people out here that don't feel like they're going to be happy until they get married, find a relationship. There's people out here that aren't going to be happy till they get a promotion. There's people out here that ain't going to be happy until they get a record deal. There's people out here that aren't going to be happy till they're famous. There's people out here that ain't going to be happy until they do enough for God. That's what my problem was. I wasn't going to be happy till I could do more. See the selfishness in that? It's not about how much you can do. It's about what you're doing. Until we can appreciate the things we do have, I don't care if it's you're sleeping on a couch at your mom's house, man, and you ride a bike back and forth to your job. Be happy with that. Be content in that. He's not, even if you did get that dream house, man, even if you did get this promotion at work, there comes more responsibilities with this promotion. This dream house comes with a bigger yard to mow. You know what I'm saying? Everything changes when you get more. So if you're not appreciating what you got right now, then you're not going to be able to appreciate it and be content in it and happy with it completely when you do get it. And if you do get it without being content with what you got right now, that discontentment is going to follow you anywhere you go. That's how it does, man. This world, man, is not built. I want to tell you a story, man. There's a guy, it's a story I heard of, Joe Osteen told it. Said there was a guy, he worked at his dad and owned an amusement park. And this was actually a movie, I think he said, man. This guy worked at an amusement park with his dad, man. And his entire life, he hated it. I mean, we're talking about like a Disneyland amusement park, man. And he hated it, man. He wanted to go somewhere else. He wanted to do something more with his life, man. He couldn't stand this amusement park. This amusement park was just everything about it just made him so unhappy and so miserable and so he felt like it was just keeping him stuck, man. This amusement park was just dragging him down. He had to find something else in this world to make him happy. One day he was at work and a little girl got on a ride, and the ride malfunctioned or something, and he tried to save her. Managed to save her, but in the process of it, he killed himself. They killed him. He died saving this little girl. In this book, Joel Osteen said, this isn't doctrine. You know, the doctrine in it isn't correct, but you know, it's an awesome message. In this book and movie or whatever, it says that it was saying that when you get to heaven, you get to choose what you want your heaven to be like. There was 5 different choices he had. He could choose, you know, this beach, you know. He could choose, you know, this, that, and the third. There was these 5 different options that he could choose this beach to be like. And when he got to his last option, it was an amusement park. And his whole entire life, he lived in that amusement park, thinking that he was in the wrong place, man. He thought that he was just somewhere that he didn't need to be. He needed more out of his life. But in that moment, he realized that what he did for that little girl and what he was able to do for that little girl meant more to him than anything else he ever did in his life. And that's where that guy chose to spend his eternity at, man. That amusement park. That same place he didn't think he needed to be, man. That's where he chose to stay for the rest of eternity, man. Heaven's gonna be awesome. And that's an understatement. I'm talking about love like you've never seen before, man. The devil knows exactly what he's doing, man, and he's really good at it, man. This world is built to be nothing but one huge giant just distraction, man. I mean, to me, drugs are like, if I was the devil and I wanted to keep people worried about the world instead of worrying about, you know, the truth, you know, and worried about seeing God and all the life on this earth, man, and seeing God in the rocks and the leaves and all that, man, and the trees, and just seeing God's work, man. If I wanted to keep them from looking at what God done, what better way to do it than give them a little taste of the feeling of love and ecstasy of heaven on earth. And I believe that's what drugs are. I really believe that. I believe that drugs are gateways into the emotions, but it would be the emotions times. But those would be like a grain. One high would be like a grain of salt or one drop of water in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? In the entire ocean compared to what the feeling of true love and true truth is going to feel like, man. I've got more to do in this world besides sit here and stress out about this car, man. I've got more to do in this world besides sit here and beat myself up because I can't figure out what to do. I don't need to figure it out. I just need to be happy with what I got today, man, and just be the best person I can be with what I have today, man. Work with the tools I've been given today, man. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to worry about, man, and just live for the day instead of tomorrow, man. It all sounds so cliche, man, but there's so much truth in it. if I sat here and I beat myself up about this car, man, I would be stuck for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, miserable. I don't know how we're gonna get it. I don't know how. But I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't know, people, man. I just love you guys, man, and I ask that you guys try to apply some of these teachings that he's been giving me in these last couple weeks, man, and start looking at this world in a different eye, man. And if me and Hayley can keep our head up over here, man, in this situation, I don't see why you guys can't do the same thing, man. And I love you guys, man. And remember, bleed this message out, man, and pass it on to somebody that might need it. I love you guys.